Do not do this if you don't want to be seen as a rookie filmmaker. Okay, let's talk about rookie mistakes in video making and filmmaking, and especially on social media, because we all have been there and we all have done them. The rookie mistakes. It's very easy to look at all these big video influencers. I'm talking about like Sam Calder, I'm talking about Peter McKinnon, I'm talking about Casey Neistat, I'm talking about all these people that are using video every day and they are putting up this on YouTube. And it's very easy to just look at these people and like, yes, I will copy them and do exactly as they have done and they are doing. And now my cat is coming up. No. My little friend Tindra and I want to share with you that... Hey! Okay, Tindra, she wants to be a part of this video. So, because otherwise she will destroy everything. Okay, no, bye-bye. Tindra, leave my light, okay? Very hard to do videos with a kitten. Nine. So it's very easy to look at these people and think that, okay, I'm going to do exactly as them and then just copy their style. But there's often a lot of mistakes that you are doing when you are doing that because you don't get the whole picture and you don't actually know filmmaking. I also see a lot of business owners, and especially with the pandemic right now, I have seen so many business people that don't get video and they don't understand how to avoid the beginner mistake and the rookie mistakes. So let's take the first one. The first rookie mistake is bad lighting. Bad lighting can for sure break your video. So first and foremost, I need to talk about, you know, what's the main the first thing you need to be focusing about, and that is that the subject that you are filming have to be lighter than the background, and that you do with a key light. The key light should be a big light, just like 30 degrees up to either side of the subject, and that is going to light up your subject. Secondly, you should have a backlight, either something that lights up the subject from the back or something that puts some color on the wall or just put something so the lighting is something. Yeah, something is happening with the light in the background. A lot of times I see people only using the light from the lamps on the roofs, and that creates something that calls raccoon eyes. So you get very, very dark beneath your eyes, and that's not flattering. Also, putting the light just in front of the subject, that is not creating any shadows or any depth of field. If you want to have some sort of feeling, you should put the lighting just like slightly above the subject, so you can get some shadows on the other side of the face of the subject. Secondly is that a lot of rookies don't understand frame rate, and this is very important to not look like a newbie. If you don't know what a frame rate is, you have to look that up, but basically it is how many pictures per second the camera is taking. And depending on what you are shooting, you are going to get different results. What we with the human eyes are seeing is a frame rate around 24 frames per second, and that creates the motion blur, and that is what all like Hollywood movies and all these kind of big productions are shooting in, because you are getting this motion blur that is realistic. If you want to do slow motion, for instance, then you need to plan for a slow motion clip. So 24 frames per second is the most common one to use, and you should use all the time if you are not planning to do a slow motion or anything. But also you can also shoot in 30 frames per second, but also in 60, and some cameras have 120 and some 240 frames per second. Rookies often do the mistakes, and I have done it too. I shot in 24 frames per second, all good, and then I just slowed down in post and I took the speed down to 50%. What will happen then? Well, then the frame rate, or the frames that are that have been shot, it's going to lose each second or third frame. So the picture in that frame is going to to be removed, or it's not going to be any picture there. So it's going to be jerky, or it's going to be cutty. It's going to look very, very bad. So what people do then is that they are shooting in a higher frame rate. What will happen when you are shooting everything in 60 frames per second is that you're going to get a dreamy look, like a floating look that maybe you can see on the news or in like a soap opera. Well, and that is something you don't want to have if you want to create something that is realistic to the viewer. So the frame rate, guys, you need to learn frame rates. Third mistake I see a lot of rookies make is that they are not having a clear story, period. They are just putting together some clips that they have shot, but they don't see the whole picture. Beginning, middle, and an end. Like, how is the story structured? So for the viewer, it's very like, what value did this video bring to me? Why did I waste a lot of time to watch this video? That's really important to have in mind. Like, okay, how can I structure the video so it's not just some beautiful clips and it's not telling the viewer anything. And the fourth mistake I see a lot of rookies do is that they don't have a good sound. And sound, guys, it's super important to the viewer. So you can come a long way if you don't have a perfect crystal clear picture. It can be quite rough, but if you don't have the sound that is good, well, people will turn it off, I promise you. So look out for peaking sound when the sound bar is peaking up to red. Also look out for differences in volume. So I see that a lot of newbies actually do that. When they are talking, they are very low, so you need to turn up the volume, but then the music is coming and then whoa, it's super loud and you need to turn it down. And that is something that people can't stand. They can't just turn up the volume and turn it down, turn up the volume and turning it down. That is going to annoy people and they will turn off the clip. Also make the sound crisp and clear with a microphone. I highly recommend to invest in a microphone. Even if you just shoot on your cell phone, a microphone is super important. So something that will lift your quality of the video is if you use sound effects. And sound effects is something that comes very, further down in your developing filmmaking career, but as soon as you start to learning this technique and using sound effects, that's going to lift up your quality of the video. So some places that you can go to, is, for instance, Epidemic Sound. I use that on all my social media videos, like on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, on all these videos that I'm producing, and also to clients. I find my top quality music and my top quality sound effects on Epidemic Sound. If you want to get a 30 days free trial for Epidemic Sound, I have a link in the description below for you. I also have collected some other resources in the description below that will help you to create better videos for yourself or for your business. If you liked my video and it was helpful for you, please help me with the algorithm by leaving a comment or liking the video, or share it with a friend that you think that would like this information. And I will see you in the next one. Peace!